watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
And right now on Storm Track Live radar, not a lot going on, but moisture will increase later on this afternoon. But the greater threat of rain, I think, is going to hold off until tonight. But there are a couple little sprinkles and showers trying to move just across the Michigan state line off to the south. You can see in around the Quincy area, a couple sprinkles, Litchfield up towards the Homer area. But these are drifting ever so slowly to the north and east. Rest of us will stay dry over the next couple hours. But again, I think later on today, may need an umbrella, especially this evening. Really, the story, though, temperatures, remarkable warmth. It's not very often in December you can shove your kids out the door for school without a jacket on, and essentially you could do that this morning. Temperature still 57 degrees in Grand Rapids right now, 58 in Holland. You know, our average high, folks, 39 degrees, and it's just been remarkably warm, not just today, but the first several days of December. It's going to be a little bit closer to reality as we head towards the mid part of the week. Certainly cooler tomorrow. This is what it looks like. Other issue this morning has been visibilities. Here's a live view. This is not Lake Macatawa. This is actually our Jenison Skycam out there, and you can see visibility is pretty good here, and they're improving across the area. Still, there's a dense fog advisory for Muskegon, Newaygo, right over to Montcalm counties and points to the north. I just was on the chat line with the National Weather Service and asking them if they're going to actually cancel this a little early, because we're looking at visibilities just about everywhere above 1.75 miles. So really, dense fog, not an issue right now, just some light fog across the area. But I do think the low stratus clouds are going to hang in there. The sun angle this time of year is just so low, so it's very tough to get that stratus cloud deck out of the way. 57 Grand Rapids, Milwaukee, 57 degrees, 61 degrees in Chicago. And I think before the day is out, we'll see temperatures in the 60s, especially from I-96 to the south. Wind is out of the south-southeast, a little on the breezy side, 15 miles an hour right here in the Grand Rapids area, 13 Ionia, 7 in Kalamazoo. I think some stronger winds will move in this evening as a cold front moves in. In the meantime, you can see the fair amount of clouds out there. And right now, most areas dry, but by 6 o'clock this evening, notice the green showing up kind of on a scattered basis, and it's fairly light. So we're looking at the heavier rain arriving likely later on during the evening hours and the overnight period. 57 degrees still at midnight. The cold front is not through yet at that time. 58 Kalamazoo, 50 though in Hart with the cold front moving through. And by tomorrow morning, certainly it will be colder than what we woke up to this morning. We won't have to worry about any fog tomorrow morning. As the showers depart, look at this. Some clearing taking place, and it looks like we'll see partly cloudy skies, even mostly sunny conditions move in from northwest to south and east with that westerly wind. Noontime temperatures, well, instead of the upper 50s to mid 50s like they are right now, tomorrow they'll be in the 40s. I think tomorrow's temperatures will peak right around 50 degrees. A secondary cold front will move through late tomorrow into tomorrow night, and that's going to bring even more of a chill into Wednesday. So you could see a temperature progression about 10 degrees down each day until you arrive to Thursday, and they'll level off right around the lower 40s to near 40 degrees. We're looking at another chance of kind of an unsettled pattern, if you will, later on Thursday, right in through the weekend. And if you notice on that final 8th day, that's when more winter-like weather is going to return. I think it's going to stick around, especially once we get around between the 10th, 15th, and beyond.
Winter-like weather.
It hasn't really reared its head yet.
It really hasn't.
60 today? Huh?
This has been such a really interesting fall and winter-like area in the calendar.
It's going to be a shock when it finally arrives.
It really is. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I do in fact live in Michigan.
Right.
All right, thank you, Matt.